Welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
And I'm Charlene Churkin today for Curtis.
Yeah, happy hurricane season. I'm meteorologist Mike Prangley. Is that an oxymoron?
Yeah, I don't know. Are we happy about hurricane season? I guess it is one of those things.
But
yes, and why?
From a meteorological standpoint, I'm sure it's a fascinating time for you. For everyone else, we don't like it.
Based on last season where it was like, oh, it's really hurricane season. Hello, Matthew.
It was
and then last night where I'm looking out my window, I'm like, this is hail.
I mean, it was like Kansas out there. These are storms that we normally would see in Oklahoma and Kansas. We had these low freezing levels and teacup-sized hail. Do you realize to get teacup-sized hail, you have to have wind speeds of 80 miles per hour updrafts and downdrafts? But we're going to get back to that hurricane season. It's not a bad sign for the hurricane season. It has nothing to do with it, okay? Even though you had that hail yesterday, you're going to be okay.
That was a certainly wake-up call, if you will. Bad weather may be a coming, if you know what I mean.
Right. Is it a harbinger
Nature's just saying, stay prepared.
The lightning was so bad, I pushed my chair away from my window in my office, like, oh, really? I don't want to be anywhere near this.
It's not your tip.
Because lightning can go through a window.
It can. In fact, we've even had meteorologists. I had a friend that now does weather in Cleveland that was hit by lightning before one of his shows. Imagine getting ready for work, and he was just looking out at the clouds, and a lightning bolt hit him. He's okay, but
talk about anchor involvement.
Right. He was really doing an observation there. Right. But what we say for hurricane season, everybody should have a severe weather kit in the first place. So whether it's hailstorms or damaging winds like we saw yesterday, 70 miles per hour, we've got to have that kit put together.
Do you have your kit?
Do you have a kit? You should have
What is in your kit? What's in your
Nature was saying, where's your kit?
I'm going to tell you a true story real quick. I don't want to eat your time. But last year after Matthew, we had just moved into our house. We had built our house. And we had boxes of paperwork and pictures and things. We had no idea what it was because we had moved into the house. Well, we evacuated with all of it. It looked like we moved out again. So from the weekend after the hurricane, I have been going through every box of paperwork, documents, pictures.
I think somebody either tweeted or you tweeted or something, Facebook, a photo of you. Do you have like a U-Haul or something?
We had a trailer.
A trailer full of stuff.
Okay.
My husband didn't speak to me for a month after that. So I have been diligently going through
lessons learned from Matthew.
So the kit is the least of our worry.
Right. So don't worry about the boxes.
And then there's the dogs, but that's another story. So let's get to the hurricane season forecast.
Right, let's do
Going
that.
right to the maps. In fact, meteorologist Lauren Routenkranz and I putting together this list for you this morning. So we've had Arlene, okay, one of our earliest storms on record, but we could actually get all the way to Ophelia, I think. Lauren's thinking Rena, so that's 15, 17 named storms. We only average about 12, so I'm thinking busier than normal. And why? Well, let's take a look. First of all, there's your averages. We said we'd have above the normal of 12, 6, and 2. 15 named storms, 7 hurricanes, 4 major. And we're looking at the Pacific Ocean water temperatures. Now, the El Nino, all the maps are disagreeing. They have no idea if it's going to be a strong one, a weak one. Usually the stronger the El Nino, the fewer storms because it adds wind shear to the atmosphere. But what I'm focusing on, the key to the season, which you won't hear anywhere else, is the AMO. What is that?
What is that?
The Atlantic Meridional Oscillation. Say that a couple times. And that's why I just say AMO. It's positive. But
AMO, that's for sure.
Oh, I
AMO.
like that. The
okay,
AMO.
there you go.
Nature's AMO is the warmer than normal Atlantic Ocean temperatures. And we saw that last year. Not only that, but the value is about the same as last year. So that would favor storms not only above average, but maybe closer to home. I don't want to scare anybody with that big looking hurricane.
But when you say AMO is positive, that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing.
Okay.
We've got bath water out there, low to mid 80s, and those water temperatures don't peak until September, and you only need 80-degree water for hurricane formation. So that's bad, bad, bad. We're already seeing Pacific Ocean Tropical Depression 2 making landfall today. Okay, that's in the Pacific with flooding rain in Mexico. But get this, some of that moisture could increase our rain by late tomorrow into Saturday. So we're already feeling the impact of tropical season. No, we're not going to see Brett from this, but again, another reminder to not get out the U-Hauls, but trailer, but have that hurricane kit ready and talk to the family about where you would evacuate. Like we saw during Matthew. A lot of folks are confused where to go, what to do, but we learned a lot from Matthew, as you did, that we're going to be ready this year, and our weather team is ready to go as well.
Ready.
I have purged.
You've done well.
Real quick, as we wrap, thank you so much for all of your reporting, because I cannot tell you how valuable the whole team is when you are that person watching and hanging on every word. When I saw you the next day, I wanted to hug you because I was like, thank you so much for being there for us.
That's when he started running the opposite direction. He's like, oh God, it's Charlene again. Leave me alone.
He was like, you're welcome.
Thanks, Pringley.
Right,
That's
thanks.
good. It's good stuff. Yesterday we talked about the Scripps National Spelling Bee. Yes. Well, the finals are today, okay, and there is one contestant out there that is really standing out besides the local guy who we're going to talk about in a second. This photo was taken yesterday, and front and center, when we can show you the photo, is a 6-year-old. Her name is Edith Fuller. She's from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Wait for it. She is 6 years old, the youngest contestant to ever compete in this. I know, bless her little heart. Everyone in here is like, oh, isn't she just so adorable? So this is little Edith in action. Take a look.
Hi, Edith. Nick to nasty.
Nick to nasty. Will you please give me the definition?
Nick to nasty is movement of a flat plant part as the opening and closing of some flowers that is associated with daily changes of temperature or light intensity.
Nick to nasty. N-Y-C-T-I-N-A-S-T-Y. Nick to nasty.
Correct.
Isn't she just the cutest thing you've ever seen? And a ferocious speller, by the way. ESPN is going to show the final championship round tonight. I love that ESPN does it. We have for years wondered why ESPN does the coverage, but we'll be watching.
Did you see her? She was in the zone. There is no question about that.
6
they
years
said,
old?
hello, Edith. She's like,
I'm not even going to respond to you. I am focused on the definition.
oh my goodness. Oh, so the student that we told you about yesterday from St. John's County, Serena Kefagati, he did advance to tonight final, so good luck to him as well. We'll be keeping an eye on him.
Go Fruit Cove Flyers.
Yes, we're excited. Hopefully our local guy can bring it home. If not, then little Edith.
Yeah, we got to root for
So
little
cute.
Edith. Okay, so we know, obviously, you're just talking about ESPN. Lots. Obviously, sports can be dangerous. That's kind of why you watch some sports coverage from time to time. See the big plays going, and players, you know, they can suffer some pretty serious injuries.
Sure.
But it is safe to say that what you're about to see is probably not one of those instances. So this is a player who is in the Hungarian league. Now you can see, watch, he's rolling on the field. Flailing, I'm so injured. And now part of soccer is to the drama of the injury, so the other team gets the penalty. So this video has obviously gone viral because of the players, obvious exaggerate. Look, even in the ref's like,
so just throw your manliness aside.
He should get a red card for that. He's the one that should be penalized.
I think they do that. I mean, it's been so long since I played soccer, but I mean the drama of that.
You milk an injury so that the other team is penalized, but that's taking it a little bit
that's
too
comical.
far.
That's comical.
There you go. All right, so just get the job done. That's the attitude a construction company in Canada took. So here they did. They paved around, apparently, look at that, a round car in downtown Montreal. Now, the crew was sent out to pave as much as possible before there was a strike about to happen. So they marked off the paving area with cones, but obviously this driver ignored the markings. So people, obviously, it's kind of funny to watch. But get this, the people who live in that area said, you know what? This is just another example of the shoddy construction work around their city. This is a perfect example of it.
See, it's a giant pothole. When that guy moves, there's going to be another pothole right in the way.
There you go.
How many times do you see construction work done, and then you're driving down, and how many months later there's a pothole, and your car just finds a way to hit right into it?
I just love the construction crew, like, okay, fine. You want to park there? All right, now you got a permanent parking spot.
Yeah, until it dries.
Cruise with attitude.